we hit some major home runs. I mean, we tracked 16 negotiations for one client, corporate client, and we had the CFO set the number on what they wanted that contract to come in at. And we exceeded his numbers by 22% to the tune of $37 million in 16 engagements. All 37 million went to the bottom line. So the CEOs and the chairmen, the kind of people I'm working with across the spectrum said, we're sick and tired of the garbage that's out there. We want you to start an institute. And we'll be on your board. And what we want to do is we want to establish a credential so that when someone, if I'm going to hire someone who's going to be in a position to negotiate anything for my company, I want them certified and credentialed when I hire them. And so the Camp Negotiation Institute is going to do that. We're going to use Salesforce.com for our management system. We have an application being built out in Salesforce.com for all of our checklist log and negotiations management. Where I said to you, we had 800 checklists and logs for that one engagement with Texas Instruments. That was in a program called Coach 2100. It was mine. I'd hired folks like yourself to build it out in 1999 when the open source code came. It was interactive databases, but then that thing was destroyed by hackers about 4 years ago. So we're doing it at Salesforce.com now. That it's all being built out. We also hired a company called BrainX, which has the world's leading online mastery training to mastery in the world. And all of our courses have been built out in BrainX so that what we're talking about is all mastered by the person online at their desk. It's about a 7-month credential program, and when they come out, they get a crystal statuette to go on there, sit on their desk to show they do have a credential. We keep a database, and it's all backed up by our board. If you go to campnegotiationinstitute.com, you'll see who the board is. They're very substantial folks. I have TJ is trustees at Dartmouth College. He's the board chairman there. And Ron Weinberg, one of my other CEOs, is the chairman of the board of trustees of Cleveland State University in Ohio. So we're kind of heavily leaning towards education and execution.
How long is the program?
It depends on the individual because I'm not trying to dodge the question. I'm going to say 6 or 7 months, but I've got people that get through it in 4 because of the way they learn.
Who quits and why?
We're at about 78% completion rate right now. I would say I'm going to guess language. Our international folks really struggle with the second language, English. Now we're fixing that because we're being translated into Chinese, mainland Chinese, and we're being translated into Russian as we speak. Arabic will be next. Korean will be after that. So I would say language, and then I would say laziness, and I would say but. Interesting enough, the corporate players that we have in, man, because they know that I will call their CEO in a heartbeat, because the CEO is counting on it. I mean, that's when I negotiate with a company, I negotiate with the head guy, and the head guy, I've got his ear. And if you don't do the work, we've had people fired. We've probably had 4 people fired out of the courses where they were just, you're gone. We're told it's serious.
CEO is required.
Oh, yeah. I won't take them if they're not required. If I don't have a CEO's signature on a contract with his ear and his cell phone number, I don't work with him. I just won't work with him because, yes.
You work with all size companies?
Yes. My smallest company is a monument salesman in Alabama, a one-man shop who sells tombstones. I know that's it. Honest to goodness. I mean, that's the truth. He's a client. He's our smallest client, business-wise. And we go up to about $5 billion and everything. But once you get above a certain level, you can't work with them. They're just bureaucratic and it's just a waste of time. So I don't work with the bureaucrats.
So how do you do the work for the government then?
How do I do the work for the government? Well, the funny, that's interesting. You know, I poo-poo the government, but I gotta tell you something, the FBI is serious. I mean, those guys are, and gals, they're the real deal. I mean, they carry guns and they're serious. I mean, you know.
And on Friday night comedy and karaoke evening.
Oh, they can drink. They can drink, we can put them away, but I gotta tell you, they're very serious folks. So they're easy. I had a couple congressmen talk to me and I can't work with them. I can't, they know so much, they're so smart. And the mission and purpose is all about getting reelected, campaign contributions and money. We've run out of time, I guess. I've got books here for you. I'm happy to, I can sign if you want to have